this is your homework tonight. This should be pink. This is the front. We did the front. Some of the class I didn't do number 2. So I'll start out with number 2 because some of you guys did not do it. I did not do in class with, all right? So we'll start out with number 2. Okay, there we go. Number 2, your denominator here is 1. Okay, what you need to do is you take this number, negative 3 over 1, and then 3 over 4, that's a positive. You take the denominator of the 1 and denominator of the 4. You figure out what can both divide into without a remainder, and it would be 4. Okay, so your denominator is 4 here. You would subtract because these are only 1 negatives are their opposites of each other. And then 1 can divide into 4 times, so you times that by 4. Or you can see it as 4. 1 times 4 makes 4, so you need to do the same to both. That makes it negative 12. Okay. This times 1 equals to the 4, so you times the 1, you get 3 here. Okay, so you get a positive 3. If you have 1 negative, 1 positive, you subtract. You would get negative 9 over the denominator of 4. And then, or you divide now, you divide. Negative 9 divided by 4, you get negative 8. Sorry. Well, we'll make it positive so you guys don't get confused. Oh, sorry. That goes in 2 times, negative 8, remainder 1. So your answer is negative 2. Your answer is I'll put it in purple here, negative 2. That's for this 2. Remainder is your numerator. Denominator stays that 4, right? This 4 here stays that 4, okay? And that's your answer. Okay, we did number 1 in most classes. We did number 2 in most classes. We'll go to the back. The back we haven't done. Okay, so here, remember, you always pretend that, I wish I have a cover or something. There's the wall here. You pretend this one isn't there. Okay, you need to look on the variable side, only I'll color it darker. Can't get any darker than that. Oh. Okay, don't do this on your own paper. You leave it there. Pretend that isn't there. You need to get the number. The number is 2 over 5. You want to make it equal to 0. Okay? So in order to make it to 0, you have to minus 2 over 5. Minus 2 to both sides. That would get you a 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. That's why it's 0, okay? So that gets 0 plus y is y equals, okay, let me get rid of this, okay? Now you focus on the other side of the equation. Your common denominator is 10, okay, because you got 10 and 5. What is the smallest? It's called the least common denominator that both numbers can go into. 10. 20 would work, but it's bigger than 10. So 10 is your least because 10 can go into 10 and 5 can go into 10. Now 5 can go into 10 how many times? Times 2. It could go into 10 is 2 times. 5 into 10 is 2 times. So times 2 you get negative 4. 10 into 10 is 1 time. So you times 1, you get 3. Get here a negative 1 over 10. And that's your answer. Okay. Number 4, same thing. You cross out all this, pretend that isn't there, you know, as dark as you can. Darker, darker, darker. It's not there. Okay. But it's there, really. Don't do that on your own paper. Now you want to make the number on the variable side equal to 0. So you have to add. This is, if you add 1 over 7, you have to really subtract it, because 1 is negative, 1 is positive. 1 subtract 1 is 0. That makes it a 0 here. And that gives you 0 plus x is x equals to whatever's left here. What you do to one side, because you add 1 over 7 on this side, you have to add 1 over 7 on this side. Denominator now is 1. Okay. Now you find your least common denominator. You got 1 and 7. What can divide into both? 7. So your least common denominator is 7. Now 7 divided into 7 is 1 time. So 7 divided into the 7 is 1 time. That leaves a 1. 1 into 7 is 7 times. So 1 into 7 is 7 times. So you times 7 to that 8, you get 56. Okay? They're both positive. This is a positive also. You add them. So you get 57 over 7. Okay, and you divide that. 57 divide by 7. You get 8. That's 56. Subtract remainder 1. So you get 8. This is your answer right here. You get 8. Remainder. Don't make this darker. I can't see. Okay, your answer is 8. This 8 right here. Remainder 1 is your numerator, 1. Okay, and your denominator is the 7. That's your answer. Number 5. Okay, you make this non-existent because it does not have a variable. There's no variable on that side of the equal sign. See the equal sign? You erase that and the side without the variable. Focus on the variable side. You make equal to 0. 5 minus 5. 5 minus 5 is 0. This is a positive 5, so minus 5 is 0 over the denominator 6. That gets you 0. 0 plus g gets you g. Hey, but because you minus, and there is really another side, you need to also minus on the other side the exact same number, negative 5 over 6. Okay, you got 8 and 6 as your denominator. This 8 and this 6 is your denominator, 8 and 6. What can go on there? Let's see, 8 will not work. 16, well, 8 can go in, but the 6 can't, so that can't work. Next number, 24. 24 will work, because 8 can go in and 6 can go in. Okay? So let's look at this. I'm running out of room here. So I'm going to do the work here. 3, I'm going to do the work because I'm running out of room on that side. I'm going to copy this over here. 3 over 8 minus 5 over 6. Okay, common denominator is 24. Okay, now 8, here's this 8. I'm going to divide this 8 into the 24. That's times 3, so I times 3 right here. Gives me 9. This here times 4 here gives me negative 12. That's a negative 3. So you subtract, because 1 is a negative and 1 is a positive. Subtract, you get a negative 3, because the bigger number is negative over 24. Okay, that's your answer, but you can reduce that. You can divide that by 3. 3 into negative 3 is negative 1 over 3 into 24, 8. That's your answer. Okay. Number 6. Number 6, remember, we want to pretend the side without the variable right here. That, oh, not that big. I need to make it smaller. This here is not there. Okay? In class, I cover it up with my finger. Okay? Now you have to make the number equal to 0. 1/2 minus 1/2 is 0. So on the other side, here's the side, okay? You have to minus 1/2 also. That's 0 plus m is m equals 2. Let's solve this problem really. Okay, that's a negative. Least common denominator. Okay, you got 4 and 2. What can go into both? 4. 2. Okay, 4 because 2 can go into 4 and 4 can go into 4. Least common denominators 4. Okay, this 4 can go into 4 how many times? Times 4. Oh, no, times 1. 1 time. So times 1, you get 3. 2 into 4 times 2. Get 2. 1 over 4. This one here, that side doesn't have a letter. Darken it up. I don't know why I gave it so much space. Oh, I know why. Okay, pretend that's not there. Notice there's only the H and the letter or the number left. That's what we want. Okay, so we want to make this equal to 0. In order to make a negative 1 equal to 0, you have to add 1 over 3. Okay, add 1 over 3. That gets you 0. 0 minus H minus 0 is H. H minus 0, so 5 minus 0 is still 5. You know, that's why. Okay, and the other side, because you add 1 over 3, you add it to the other side. Let me see where the other number is so I can line it up. Oh. Add 1 over 3. Okay, least common denominator, that's why I gave it room. Least common denominator, you got 3 and 5. The least common denominator is, count by 5, 5, 10, 15. 15. Okay, least common denominator is 15. 5 into 15. 3 into 15. 5 into 15. 5 into 15 is 3 times. 3 into 15, 5 times. Uh-oh. 3 into 15 is 5 times. Add them together because they're both positive. Got 14 over 15. Okay, I'll leave you number 8 to do yourself. You should be able to do number 8 yourself. Remember, pretend that this does not exist. Make 3 over 10 equal to 0. All right? Here, decimals to fractions. Turn the decimal into fraction. This is not repeating, so it's easy. It's just 45 over 100. And reduce it. That means you divide by 5, 9 over 20. Now this is repeating. This means it's 0.454545 goes on. You're not vacuuming, are you? Okay, because it's repeating, instead of putting a fraction bar, which means divide, you multiply by 100 because this is in the hundreds place. Okay, times it by 100, you get 45.4545 dot dot dot, and then we make that equal to this 100x. Okay, and then we subtract. We want to make all this equal to 0 right here. We don't want all the decimal there. So we put decimal 45, dot, 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 minus them. That's a 0. That equals to 1x. Rid of that. These are 45.0000 equals to, subtract 99x. Divide by 99. Divide by 3. 3 can go into the 1 15 times over 30. Oh my gosh, not divide by 3, divide by 5. 9 over 11. Okay. Number 3, it's repeating. Okay, I'm going to tell you this repeating, so 0.555 dot, dot, dot. Because it's in the 10th place, you times this by 10. So this, if you times by 10, you get 5.555 dot, dot, dot. And then equals to, make that 10x. Okay, subtract. You want to get this minus that, because we're going to minus that to get 0. Okay, you do 0.00 equals to the x, 1x. Gives you 5 minus 0, 0, 0. Equals to 9x. Divide by 9. X equals to 5 over 9. Okay, now this is not repeating, no repeating bar, so that's easy. So that's just 8 over 10 reduced by 2, 4 over 5. Now, this is repeating, so make sure you do it this way, right over here. Same thing, you do it this way, right over there. It's in the hundreds place. The answer here is 8 over 9. The answer here is 2 over 11. Believe. Yeah, it's 2 over 11. So I don't want to see answers only. I want to see the work that's supported. Oops. Okay, this is 2 over 11. Order from lowest to highest. You guys know how to do this. Make these all into decimals and then order them. Your answer will be 6.3 feet. And then 6 and 2 over 3, and then 6.7 feet, and then let's see, we got this, this, this. You order them. 6 and 4/5, and then 6 and 7/8. It's in that order. I need to see the work. I need you to line it up. 6 point whatever, crossing it out. That's what I'm going to look for your homework, okay? Means I need to see. Anyways, I need to see 6.666 dot, 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 6.8, 6.3, and finish giving me the rest, and then crossing out the ones that are the same so I can see you compare. That's the end of the line.